What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. I've got a good one. I've got another sovereign citizen. This is the return of the Cake Pan sovereign citizen. For those of you that don't remember, I call her that because in her story, for while she was traveling, she was going to go pick up a cake pan from Quintin. That's this sovereign citizen. So they're forever known as the Cake Pan sovereign citizens. All right, we're in front of Judge Webster. That's all I'm going to say. Before I hit the play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
Kansas versus Sydney Taylor Leslie. Please announce appearances.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Of the state.
Ma'am, how do I get out of this? This is
Yeah.
Greg Gutline still. I can't close
just
this.
hang up. Just hang up your phone. Close your phone. There we go. Okay, we had just called 25 CR 250 State of Kansas versus Sydney Taylor Leslie. Jared Regier for the state. Miss Leslie appears in person and per se. Miss Leslie, is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where's your attorney? Are you going to have an attorney represent you?
I am presenting myself.
You know you have the right to an attorney, to hire any attorney of your choice. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, you can apply, which I think you've already done, but you did not request an attorney, is that right?
I did not request an attorney. That is correct.
You want to proceed on your own behalf, and you can do that. No one's going to stop you from doing that. But is anyone making you give up your right to an attorney today by any threats or promises?
No.
And understand you can hire, and if you can't afford, you can apply for court appointed. And if you qualify, one would be appointed. Do you understand that?
I comprehend, yes.
You do not wish to have an attorney.
I do not wish to have an attorney.
All right, I will show on the record that you've waived your right to an attorney and that you're going to proceed on your own behalf. So how do you plead then, Miss Taylor, or Miss Leslie, I guess it is. I'm sorry, I'm just saying it wrong. Miss Leslie, how do you plead to count one, interference with law enforcement officer?
A plead would be inappropriate at this time. I'm hoping to request a continuance.
Why would a plea be inappropriate at this time?
Okay, so Your Honor, for the record, I am Sydney Taylor Leslie in propria persona sui juris. I am here by special appearance only and not making a general appearance. I reserve all of my rights, remedies, and objections, including but not limited to any objection to jurisdiction over my person. I require a continuance in this matter. I intend on filing a subpoena for body cam and cruiser footage. There are facts in dispute on this matter that I'm looking to clear up before the matter can continue further.
All right.
Do you guys notice that she's looking up? So she's not reading something from, in front of her. She's not reading something on the screen. She's looking above her camera. I wonder if her boyfriend's sitting there with cue cards. This is what you should be saying. This is the script. Follow the script. That's what it feels like.
I will grant a continuance for you to obtain discovery, but if you don't know how to do the things you just rattled off, you better have an attorney do it for you. Do you understand?
I understand.
All right. Mr. Aguirre, do you wish to be heard before I pick the date for this?
Your Honor, this does appear to be the first setting since the first appearance hearing before Judge Hart back in June. If the court is prepared to set this matter over for discovery purposes, the state does not object. I'm not sure if the court wishes to set that matter for merely control at this time, but I'll defer to the court on that point if the court will find that the bond is being continued and this continuance is at the request of the defense for speedy trial purposes.
All right, Ms. Leslie, you're charged again with interference with law enforcement officers, a Class A non-person misdemeanor, driving without insurance, a Class B misdemeanor, and driving without a license in your possession, an unclassified misdemeanor, as well as failing to register your vehicle, another unclassified misdemeanor. The judge would have gone over these with you at first appearance. You want to go over them again as far as the penalties?
No, thank you.
All right. And you've indicated you want to exercise certain rights that you are entitled to and encouraged to. But as I said, an attorney could certainly help you carry out those rights, and you said you do not want that attorney?
That is correct.
Okay. Well, I'll have the record and the docket notes show that you have waived your right to counsel and that you know what you're doing. Now, then, do you want to set it for trial, Miss Leslie, or do you want to get the records and look at them and then set it for trial?
I would like to have a continuance, perhaps for discovery or an evidentiary hearing if possible.
Well, I can continue it for both those readings.
Okay.
For both those readings, to give you time to get all your discovery, the dash cam, body cam things you were mentioning.
Okay.
And then we can also set it for trial. So when's a good 1:30 trial date, Jim?
Your next one will be September 24th.
All right, you'll need to be back here with all your witnesses September 24th, 2025 at 1:30, and that will be by Zoom again.
Your Honor, if I may just get a little more time due to the fact that I'm going to be submitting the subpoena and I'll need discovery and I need to just review it so that I can have adequate time to present myself for my defense.
Well, that's 30 days. You don't think that'll be enough? How much time are you asking for?
I'm hoping for at least 60 days.
Jen, do we have 60 days?
We have October 22nd or October 29th at 1:30.
Which of those do you prefer?
I would prefer October 29th.
October 29th. This is continued to October 29th at the defendant's request. Is that over your objection or not, Mr. Ricky? I don't remember any objections.
Your Honor, if the court is prepared to set this matter for trial, the state does not oppose that, but the state will be requesting a ruling as to whether or not the bond is to be continued and if this continuance is at the request of the defense.
Court does find this request at the defendant's, and the time will count against the defendant for speedy trial purposes. The matter is continued for bench trial to be heard and to be commenced August 22nd, 2029 at 1:30 p.m. via Zoom. So Miss Leslie, it's going to be here by Zoom. Right? Be sure you have your evidence ready. If you're going to screen share it, whatever you're going to do, make sure you can do that. And if you need any help getting your discovery or presenting your evidence, you're always able to hire an attorney. And if you can't afford one, apply, but do it well in advance of the trial so that you can get the application completed, returned, and the court can appoint your attorney, and you and the attorney can have time to present your case.
Okay, yes, Your Honor, I did hear you say October 22nd. Was it the 29th that I had requested at 1:30?
You did, so I'll make it October 29th. Jen, you said
Thank
either
you.
of those. You said either, and she picked the 29th, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
It'll be October 29th at 1:30. Now, Mr. Regier will be subpoenaing witnesses himself for the state. And if you find out or decide you don't want to go with a bench trial, let him know as soon as you can so he can cancel any of those witnesses that he may have coming in.
Thank you, Your
Okay.
Honor.
You're welcome. And don't forget, you can look at diversion and see if that's an option. You can call the county attorney, but definitely look into that issue of an attorney.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Anything further from the state, Mr. Regier?
Your Honor, if the court is continuing the bond in this matter, I have nothing further at this time.
I am continuing the bond, all existing conditions plus the new ones I've stated on the record today.
Thank you, Your
And
Honor.
you're welcome, and Miss Leslie is excused at this time.
All right, that was it. It was a short one, I know. This is just a continuance of this case, but I wanted to play it so you guys all saw. So we have October 29th is the date. She's gonna wait till the last possible minute to go for a jury trial. You know what? I don't know if she will. She might stick with the bench trial. I hope she does. That way we get to see it. That will be interesting, but we got to wait till October. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you like the video, please hit the like button. It's the best way to support the channel. All right. That's it. That's all I got. Until next time. Bye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Your Honor.